Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rossology, and welcome back to Will You Press the Button? Same thing if before. If you didn't see the video before this, you get an option. The first one is usually really pretty decent, such as this one. You're the best at whatever you want, and you're rich beyond your wildest dreams. But, and there's always a catch that's usually really bad. If you push the button, you're saying, yes, I want all of this to happen. Or you can choose to say, you know what, I'm okay. So, but is a god 8-year-old fanboy will shout at you for being a noob and call you a fag no matter what. I'm gonna push that button because how great's that could be. I can be the best at whatever I want and be rich as I'm stupidly rich, and there's just some little fucking fag fucking no scoped you a fucking second ago. Fag noob. I can live with that. That's cool. I'll push that button. I don't see why I wouldn't. There, yeah, most people did. I guess that one was okay. You will never need to eat again, but you cannot eat even if you want to. These both seem like downsides. I'm a fan. I don't know why I wouldn't want to never eat again. The not sleeping thing was a different subject that I was like, okay, I could get on board with that, but no, no. Why would I push that? Yeah, not many people did. Although there is a comment down here. Think of how much money you would save. That's something I didn't think of, but I still don't think I would be able to push that button. I like food. Probably a bit too much. That was a good one. Let's see. You can... I guess I pushed that button. Alright, well, let's pretend I didn't push it. I'm sorry. Let's go back. You can stop and rewind time whenever you want, but you may not move forward any faster. You must live from the point you have returned to. Yes. Yes, I would push that button. Because there's so much you could do with that. I would probably abuse that power. But I can stop. I just go, you know what? I can go back 5 minutes before, change what I said. Wasn't there a very famous movie about that where it was a guy and he could just go back in time and relive stuff? Maybe there was a movie about that, but I don't see why I wouldn't push that button. Any mistakes I've made, I can just go back 5 minutes. But it is a dangerous game that I would just go, you know what? F this. And just go back till I was like 5 years old. And just do something like that. But I think I could handle it. You can have any superpower you want, but the closest person to you dies with no possible way of resurrection. I can't push that button. No. Because, I don't know, like, there's a lot of people that are very close to me that would be my family, my friends, everything. And I don't know necessarily who would be considered the closest, if that would probably be like a very close tie between actually my roommate and my mother, just depending on the day of the week, I guess. So I could not imagine either one of them just dying because I got a superpower, which would be cool, but I can't push that button. I couldn't live. I couldn't be happy with that power. So yeah, that happens. $100 million is transferred into your bank account, but you cannot use it for 10 years. Again, I don't see a downside here. So I have a job, I have a job now. So I just stay at that job for 10 years, make enough to live for that 10 years. And then once those 10 years happened, that's going to be well over $100 million because of interest. Why it doesn't, I have a savings account, so it would get put into that account. There's no downside. Then yeah, almost everyone push that button. Why wouldn't you push that button? That's a bad question. Who wouldn't push that button? Okay. You can become friends with anyone easily. I'm kind of like that now. I feel like I give off a friendly, come hug me kind of vibe. It's very jolly. But you don't have a family. I don't see why I would push that button. I feel like I can already make friends pretty decently well. And I have friends. I have enough friends. I like my family. No, why would I put... There's no reason to push that button. I mean, that's a pretty solid question. I bet that'd make people think about it, but... whatever. Your Tumblr gets 900 followers. I don't have a Tumblr actually. So I've actually been meaning to create one for the channel just so I can, share things that, of course, just another social media website that I can get around on. But I actually haven't done it yet. So let's just say anything. My YouTube channel gets 900 subscribers. That'd be fantastic. That'd be like a dream come true. But they all they all went to high school with me. That's fine. I mean, they can't all be in my grade. I went to a very small high school. My grade only graduated with 200 and some students. Just under 300, I believe. So it'd have to be a culmination of people that I went to high school with, and that's not a bad thing. There's like a handful of them I didn't really like, so yeah, why? I don't see why I wouldn't push that one. Go ahead. Wow, most people didn't, really. Most people were like, I'm okay. Sorry, my landlord's making noise up there, that's why I looked. Let's see. Cast a film which guarantees every actor an Oscar win, but you can't cast Leonardo. No! What am I supposed to do then? No, that's fine. I mean, I understand the joke of this. Why I would still push that button, because you can still give Oscars to whoever you want. I get to cast it. There's so many great actors out that actually haven't been given an Oscar. Why wouldn't I cast myself in this movie so I can just auto win an Oscar? Stupid question. Push the shit out that button. Let's go. Everyone will find you attractive in real life. That'd be cool. You look like shit on pictures, movie, and anything media related, to the point where people think you're disgusting. I think I could do that. I mean, that is pretty cool. In real life, people are like, oh. But media runs a large part of my life. I mean, obviously, besides social networking things, there's this. So I don't think I can push that button. Yeah, it's actually pretty close on that one. I would expect that one. That's a good one. You will live with the love of your life, but you will die before them. This is always a huge thing that people think about because, naturally, just average lifespans in the United States, men don't live as long as women. So there's always, like, people I've heard before would try to marry a wife that's older than them because, like, maybe who's going to die first, which is a shitty thing to say because no one wants to die first. But I got to live with the love of my life for my whole life, so I die before them. That sucks. But you can't trade in those memories for anything of living that life, so you get to live a full... Yeah, why wouldn't I? I mean, that happens. People die. All right, next question. Kurt Cobain comes back to life, but Nirvana doesn't. I don't see why. My roommate in the other room, push it! Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't push that button. Why can't Kurt Cobain do another project? Why can't he do another band? He can join the Foo Fighters with Dave Grohl. That'd be cool. Yeah. It's actually split right in the middle. Why? It's literally 50-50. I don't think a lot of people know who Kurt Cobain or Nirvana is. That's what I think. Next question. You will be rich and famous, but you can only speak in Shakespeare quotations. I don't see a bad side there. What doth be the bad side about this, Eth, and A2 Brute, then Fall Ross? I don't see what the problem is. Next one. You are the best musician alive, but you have to drive a motor scooter to work every day. If I'm the best musician alive, wouldn't my job be to be a musician, to travel and play in concerts, and to record albums and things? So if I'm the best alive, I'm driving a motor scooter to come to my gigs. I am probably one of the most badass musicians alive, especially if I have to speak only in Shakespearean quotes still. I'm just going to push that button. Yeah, most people did, because what's the downside right there? You can shapeshift into any animal or anthropomorphic you want, so any creature, basically. You can only do it 3 times. You are stuck forever as a third transformation. You can only make a sound of that animal. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. You have to be super cautious about that. So I get 3 free change my species. But that last one has to be back into a human. So I actually get 2 transformations. I mean, unless I wanted to just like be a rhino my whole life, which would be cool. Yeah, I push that button. I can save that for an emergency situation and just become a fucking anything I fucking want. I can be Beast Boy from the Teen Titans. But then my last one just has to be to choose to pick human. But I'm assuming that either way I get to keep my knowledge and, like, some of my sentience. Because, like, what if I choose to be an animal that's a very, like, an ostrich that are known to have, like, very small brains and aren't smart? Will I remember that I can transform again? Or if my first choice is an ostrich, for some fucking reason, am I stuck as an ostrich? I don't think so. I think I get to keep my sentience. So I don't see why. That seems like a solid... Why not? Why wouldn't I take that? Alright. You get to have sex with the top 5 dream women. Nobody would ever believe it happened. It's cool. I mean... What if I recorded it and had proof? Because that's, you know, what anyone smart would do in that situation. So, really, I don't know why you would click no to that one either, to be entirely honest with you. You receive $500,000 every year for life. Once a year, at random, you're kidnapped for a week. But I come back every time, right? It's not a kidnap and die. It's a kidnap... Alright, they let me go. Like, they're joke kidnapping me. Yeah! That sounds awesome. Maybe I meet my kidnappers, get to know them, we turn it into a game. One day I wake up and there's a shark next to me. It's a land shark. I get to punch him in the snout. Why not? Push that button. I gotta deal with some adventure with all this money. Let's do it. Good question. There's a blue pill, but there's also a red pill. Not today, Morpheus? Was that his name? I've never seen The Matrix. Anyway. You become a millionaire and live a long, healthy life. Every day at exactly 6 p.m., you must sit deadly still on a chair for an hour and do nothing without fail. That's impossible. I mean, you can't do literally nothing. Literally nothing. Like, you blink, you breathe, you're gonna... So am I not allowed to, like, have a facial tic? Or am I not allowed to move? Can I not sniffle? But what's the consequence if I don't? The butt doesn't give me... It says, but every day you have to do this. So is my body just gonna... And just automatically do it? That's the consequence? Because, fuck yeah, let's push the button. I don't exactly understand what would happen if I failed it. Does the money get taken back? Just, okay, you have to try again. Yeah, I don't see why not. Alright, let's see what this is going to be. You gain the power to turn into any video game character you want, but you have to fight them first. This is the question I'm actually going to end this episode with, and I would love for you guys to answer this one in the comments also. I'm going to push the button. So I'm going to assume most of you would push the button, because why not? What video game character would you pick? Would it be someone that you know you could beat, and you could have a good time in that game? Or would you pick someone just in a game you'd love to be in? I would love to be in God of War, or be in, like, Spyro. That'd be awesome, but I have to fight Kratos. I'm gonna lose, so... That kind of thing. So, I'm gonna push this button, and see how many people push this button. A lot of people did. About 69% of people did. So I don't see why not. In the comments, like I just said, let me know what video game you would pick, why, if you would even push that button. If you want to answer any more on there, fucking go ahead. I'd love... Like in the last video, it was really fun to talk to a couple of you guys about, you know, the decisions we all made. Until next time, also let me know if you want to see this game again. So, thank you all for deciding to spend a little bit of time with me today, and see you next time.